Tennessee Republican Andy Ogles here, as you see a picture here, is trying his best at being the next liar that's getting exposed publicly from some of the things he's embellished in his resume. But not only that, some horrible things he's done as well. So here's some funds that he's talking about he's stolen. This pro-life Republican stole funds meant for a children's burial ground. Here's the details. Tennessee Republican here, Andy Ogles, reportedly raised more than $23,000 on fundraising platform in 2014. He pledged to use that money to build a children's burial ground named for a stillborn child. The burial ground was never built, however, and Ogles won't say what he did with the money. Sounds like he's on the up and up. So he made some big promises when he started this whole thing, of course, with the tragedy that his family experienced. He said that Lincoln's Place, as they would call it, would create a place for Lincoln's new play friends as they wait in heaven for their families. He said families would bear no cost for this burial ground, and the burial garden will feature a life-size statue of Jesus watching over the children, benches for families to sit while surrounded by flowers in the special garden for little ones who left us too soon. So originally I was thinking this is just for his child and he's raising this money because it's a personal thing, but apparently this is for a community of folks that have experienced the same types of tragedies. It's very kind. So back in 2014 is when he raised those funds, but as of right now, there's no burial ground and there's definitely no life-size Jesus watching over buried children. The GoFundMe confirmed in an email to Vice News that the money was dispersed to Ogles, though. And in 2015, a year after that fundraiser, he told the Tennessean that bureaucratic red tape had prevented them from building the burial garden because burials are heavily regulated. Now, by the way, fine, we can buy that story. So then what did you do instead? Because we have stories of folks who've gotten GoFundMe funds and they turned them back in or didn't need them or said, here, this is what's left over, take it and go on with it. None of that happened. So again, by the way, he's one of the most right-wing members in Congress as well. So of course he's pushing his credentials for caring about the children. But in this case, you guys, it doesn't seem like he's on board for that. We still don't know where the money is.
Brazen. He's so brazen, and I don't know the timeline here. If Santos and his, that dog died. He took money from the vet. Yeah. Santos, the dog died. Okay, but he's making this guy look crazy, okay? This is insanity. And the fact that he's so brazen with it that, hey, they confront him, no comment, nothing's gonna happen. And I don't believe anything will happen to him.
I agree.
Not from the politicians, perhaps some other power will, there'll be this whole thing where there's this playing field that gets leveled for him because that's just the way the universe works. But this is, at what point don't people just roll over and say, you know what, this is too sick? The devil's rolling over saying this is too sick. It's too sick for the devil to even participate in this kind of nonsense. $23,000 lying on a dead child?
And everyone else's.
I agree with Sharon's point that he's gonna go unpunished because, I've heard Uyghurs say this all the time, but like their base loves being lied to. Like that is their thing. They love being lied to. So this isn't really like surprising for me because we know and we've seen with, the drag show hypocrisy that's taking place right now. At times it is projection. At other times it's to cover one's own behind. The one thing that stood out to me was all these outlets and local journalists, even in Tennessee, asked for was receipts. That's all they said. Hey, could you produce just like one piece of evidence? That's all you gotta do. And he ran to his car. And then they caught up with him at the airport. They were like, hey, could you get us in touch with a family that benefited? Ran away. Minimal things that they cannot prove. Now, I tried to write as many as I could, and I think I have like 10 bullet points here, and there's at least 20 of what he lied about. JR, I don't know if you have this or if you have any full screens on this. I could run through these. This is insane. In the words of Sharon, insane. He claims to be an economist. He doesn't have a degree. He took one community college course. He got a C. He claims he graduated from the Vanderbilt Business School. He didn't get a grad degree. He claimed to work in law enforcement. like Herschel Walker, actually, now that I think about it. But his specifically was on international sex crimes because he wanted to be like James Bond. Instead, he looks like Rand Paul. He only served as a volunteer reserve deputy and was released because he didn't meet the minimum standards. He claimed to have a degree in international relations. He doesn't. His freshman year of college was 1997. He didn't get a degree till 2007, so he was on the Van Wilder plus a few. He said, being in Congress, if you don't have the integrity to just be you and run on what you've done, oh man, let me tell you, when I see this, that is just tasty good. So look, let me conclude with what Sharon said, and I triple down on it. Is anything really going to happen to him?
No,
and let me ask this for all of you guys. Considering it's a bad word to say, but like exposure that we give them because of their lies, it only raises their popularity and funding. So like at this point, as someone in media, I don't even know how to treat these stories anymore. Because you want to expose them for the POSs they are, but then it raises their profile. It's like the whole Michael Knowles CPAC and then reaction. Like his Twitter followers went up, his revenue for his YouTube channel went up. Like I personally don't know how to play this, to be honest with you guys.
Well, hopefully it's something legal, because anyone who defrauds GoFundMes and those types of organizations, there's legal issues. We've seen those stories. I did a story before on the show about this college, I think it was a college-age woman who scammed folks and told everybody she had cancer and went through the whole process, was faking these things, and then she was busted for it. But she's just a regular person.
Let me ask you a question though. I think the key word there is legally. So what happens legally when it is someone who makes the laws?
Nothing. Nothing.
Thank you.
Okay, $23,000. What did he do with it? He claims red tape prevented him from, building whatever he said that was going to be built in the name of these children gone too soon, but nothing's going to happen. GoFundMe says this kind of fraud is rare. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. And maybe, they shut it down quickly, but not before he got $23,000 and lied about everything. Everything. He is good with money. He may not have gotten the economy degree. He's not an economist. But he's he knows how to get that money now.
Oh, good point.
This is the tough on crime party as well. Let's shift gears, but really last thought here, because you guys talked about his educational process. Graphic 5, you guys. Last month, Ogles admitted to embellishing those academic credentials, but this was the reason. He was mistaken as to which degree he graduated.
Oh, get out of here, dude.
Wow. Because he's got 7 to 8 of them.
Had to get that
I got it confused, bro. I couldn't figure it out. I was there for 10 years.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.